Here's the new website for Animal Attraction Unlimited. They are a positive reinforcement training business in Los Angeles and Ventura County, and they train both dogs and pigs, and it is owned by Laura Berhini. So just wanted to start us off with the new page, and you can see it opens with this beautiful picture of this dog looking into the sunset, which gives this immediate feeling of warmth and more inviting style for the user when they come to the page. And we can compare that with the old web page, which was just a picture of a dog that wasn't as high resolution quality. There's differences, of course, in font, in formatting, and in even the logo and the pages. So we updated this quite a lot, and you could see some of the other differences here. As I go back to the home page, you can see the logo was updated here compared to the old logo to match the font that we chose for the new website. And the font is just more modern and has a little bit more style than the old website. And as we scroll, you can see this is parallax effect, where the picture is static as the content goes over it. And then we have a tagline: we offer real effective solutions. So this is nice for dog owners and pig owners who need solutions because of some behavior problems they're encountering. Before, let's see, I think it just listed the locations, and this is a temporary site, so she just had the coming soon. And we did keep this two-box layout, which Laura really liked, and we implemented that. But we obviously added a lot more functionality and style to it. So these are both clickable images that will lead directly to the pages, and there's text on top, which is nice too. We talk a little bit about positive, humane techniques just to catch some SEO for users who are interested in using these methods. And we listed some of the types of pigs that Laura trains, and we then move on to a little paragraph about her and focusing on the experience she has. And that also leads to a more about Laura button that you can go directly to learn more about her on her bio page. We follow up with a testimonial as well as her Instagram account, so people can immediately follow her on Instagram and see what's happening more recently in her business. And then we have her Doggy Dish Radio podcast, which was a feature that she wanted to focus on for her site more than just the services she offers. So we were able to make buttons for each type of streaming subscription that people could click onto, and this will lead directly to the specific podcast on these different players. And this is a cute picture of her dog behind these buttons and content that has a nice gray overlay so that you can still read the text above the picture. And then we end with some of the featured podcasts here, and these go directly to a blog-like format so that we could post each of her podcasts into her website with a player as well as text. And if we go back to the home page, I can show you a little bit more about the functionality of like this big picture, if we click on it, leading to our dog training page. And again, we have a beautiful warm picture of this German Shepherd, and we are talking more about the different issues that Laura can help with, listing them as bullet points to not overwhelm the user. And then a little bit about the process of how to get in touch with her and what to expect, and with a call to action to contact her. Another testimonial, a really nice picture, some more locations listed here for SEO and for the user to remember. And we also added these footer links so the user doesn't have to scroll all the way back to look for the next topic. So we kept dog training, pig training, and contact as the most top important pages that we want the users to visit, so that they also have simple choices and it's very accessible to get to those 3 pages. You can also see we have a bunch of icons here because of the podcast. We then have the iTunes, SoundCloud, I think this is Stitcher, Twitter, Yelp, Instagram, Facebook. So it's more than maybe a regular dog training site that doesn't have the audio podcasts that hers does. We have another paragraph here that summarizes her services and her locations. And then up here, we can see a little bit more about her pig training, which is formatted the same as her dog training page. So it really brings some nice continuity in here. It's a really cute picture of a pig. That's Laura and a Potbelly pig picture there. But it just brings a nice uniformity to her site that both of these pages are laid out similarly. We have her about page, which includes some of the badges as well as a picture of her and some more information about her. And then we did touch on the podcast page already, but each one of these has the specific podcast there. And then we also have blog posts that she writes separate from her podcasts, and her contact page, which is also different from her original contact page. Just take a look. Even though it's simple, it's still different in terms of formatting. So it's a good point to notice that even if, anyone can use Squarespace, but it's still a good idea to work with a designer who can help you really make the website look cleaner and more formalized for your user to have a better experience. So you could see just the difference there. You could see some of the other differences here. This was her temporary podcast page, and then her old about page. So if we take a look again at the about page and just compare them a little bit to each other, you can see the difference in what we did here. And so it doesn't have to be complex. A lot of times building a new website, keeping it simple is nice. It's just making the right choices throughout to make sure that it's comfortable and good experience for the user to be surfing through your site. So that is essentially what we did with Laura's new site, Animal Attraction Unlimited. The blog post has pictures of the old site if you'd like to take a look at that as well.